Thanks for staying with us at STL Live. I'm Sherry Farmer. We are learning about Festival of Nations with my guest, CEO and President Anna Crosslin. And you were telling us before the break about this passport for kids and all the learning.
Yeah, there are wonderful learning opportunities because, it really is in an area like St. Louis, more difficult to really rub shoulders with the world on a day-to-day basis because we don't have as many foreign-born here as you might find in New York or Chicago or Los Angeles. And so you kind of have to work at it a little bit. So if you come to Festival of Nations, and the kids have a great opportunity to, for instance, through the Passport Project, learn about the sister cities that we have from all over the world here in St. Louis. There's also a project where you can put a pin in the area of the world in the country or city from which your ancestors came. So by the end of the weekend, then you really have this wonderful opportunity to learn about what the vast number of cultural traditions and areas of the world are represented right here in St. Louis. It's really a great learning experience in addition to fun. And food, of course.
And you have mentioned food.
Yes,
as well
I have.
as the dance. And I know you brought some pictures.
I
if
did.
you want to let our viewers know a little bit about the pictures you brought.
Yeah. Well, that's a ballet folklorico group from Chicago who was here a couple of years ago, and they did not only traditional Mexican dance, but also what we refer to as Tex-Mex music.
Okay, a lot of fun, a lot of movement.
That's the St. Louis Chinese Academy, I believe it is, and they have wonderful costumes and are really one of the highlights every year. That's another little Mexican-American dancer. I think that she's associated with a group that's over on the east side, so they're local. That looks like Sunshine. That's Sunshine in the East St. Louis dance crew, and they are actually Catherine Dunham trained dancers, and really, really magnificent. And it's a large troupe, and they're colorful and really very modern and exciting. Oh, and that's one of the littlest dancers in training for one of our Caribbean groups, we have dancers that are all ages up on the stage and in our Village Green area, and it really is exciting for everyone to be able to see how it isn't just about adults performing, but it's about children really learning about their own cultural traditions.
So I'm sure it's very exciting for the kiddos, and I mean they're learning, and they might even find that they enjoy dance too. I mean that might be the time they learn.
Sometimes it can help them, in fact, because if they learn something about their culture, it gives them that place in the community, makes them have a sense of belonging, and that's really important, as we know, to everyone.
And you said it was a family event, obviously. You've got kids on stage dancing, they're learning from one another, and you also mentioned food. So parents can get away with not cooking
over 40 food booths from around the world, but then also some good old American fare in terms of hot dogs and food that might be recognizable to some kids who are a little bit more finicky of eaters.
And
but
what's
it's
your
really
favorite?
fun. Oh, golly. I love the curry.
Okay.
I love the curry chicken. They have coconuts. They have large coconuts at the Thai booth, and you can drink coconut milk with a straw. Lots of fun things to be able to do there. One of the things I do want to be sure to mention, the festival's free. There's no admission cost. You do pay for the food, pay for the gifts, etc. But for those who have attended the festival before, I want to make note of the fact that we are still in Tower Grove Park, but we have relocated slightly to the west this year, so we're toward the middle of the park, not at the grand entrance the way we've been in previous years.
All right, well, I hope everyone can attend this weekend. The International Institute of St. Louis presents the Festival of Nations, St. Louis region's largest multicultural celebration, taking place August 24th from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and August 25th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. in Tower Grove Park. For more information, you can email broomeg@istl.org or visit festivalofnationsstl.org. There's more STL Live after this. Stay tuned.